I'll come for lunch and then go back to school around 1. So this time he called her up as she entered the room. He locked the door and forcefully tore the girl victim's uniform, tied the victim's hand from behind in form of a kandoya, you know, the kandoya type of thing, and then wrapped a towel around her neck and started defiling the victim with her hands tied in the back and the towel which was trying to gag her. So it was very bad experience for an 8-year-old girl. She tried to make an alarm, and luckily enough, some of the residents heard and alerted the parents who came to her rescue. By the time they rescued her, she had defecated on her body, and that was as a result of shock. She could have survived narrowly. So the suspect was arrested, and exhibits of a blanket, towel, rubber rope, swabs, vaginal swabs, a torn uniform were recovered. We managed to put the victim on PEP treatment, and we also got a specimen or swabs from her private parts for comparison with those obtained from the suspect. I want to continue cautioning parents against the lone movement of their children, especially those under the age of 12 years who remain vulnerable. The victim narrowly survived after she was sexually assaulted, and there are chances that she could have been murdered after the act of sexual violence. In Mbarara CPS, we also have 2 suspects who were arrested for torture and attempted murder of a 16-year-old victim whom they suspected to have stolen a phone. They tortured the suspect turned victim, and then they even dug a shallow grave and buried him alive. So this incident happened in Ruzi region and Mbarara CPS, where 2 suspects, that is Kamhanda Evans, aged 17, and Kamukama Apollo, 43, of Kaliba Cell, Bubare sub-county, were arrested for the alleged torture and attempted murder of Amanya Charles, a 16-year-old peasant of Kabuje Cell in Shema. The suspects, the 2 suspects and others, accused the victim for stealing a mobile phone, which forced them to tie him on a tree, and they started torturing him by beating. They beat him from around 10 in the morning up to around 7:30 p.m. That is about 9 hours of torture. And then, of course, when the victim pleaded with them, claiming that he had no knowledge about the stolen phone, he became unconscious. They thought he had died, so they dug a shallow grave, picked the body, dumped it, and they buried him. They covered the shallow grave. So the victim managed to crawl out of the shallow grave after regaining some bit of strength up to a nearby shack, where he got an abandoned shack. He spent 2 days there without any help of food and water until the 30th of May around 6 p.m. that he was discovered and taken to police. We managed to transfer him to Bubare Health Center for treatment. And he was fortunate to have survived such an ordeal. So the suspects are charged with torture, conspiracy, and attempted murder. We wish to inform the public that torture is a punishable crime and can lead to murder, and continue to urge the public to always observe rule of law and avoid such acts of impunity. Efforts are in place to trace for the other suspects still at large and ensure that they are charged to court. Of course, there was a video of a lay leader who appeared with a schoolgirl in one of the lodges. The video went viral. This matter of the lay leader who was arrested for alleged aggravated defilement was at Greater Bushenyi and Shema CPS. But we are investigating circumstances under which our police officers, that is at Kasana Police Post, gave the lay leader a police bond. That is Muhumuza Nicholas, a 32-year-old lay leader of Kitojo village in Mitoma. What we're investigating initially is that this girl of senior 5 is suspected to be 17 years old, and that the lay leader and the alleged girl victim, of course, are neighbors in the village. They are known to each other. So when the lay leader found this girl at the school gate, he offered to give her a lift, but instead they went to Homeland Bar and Lodge, Kasana, for refreshments, and after which they entered one of the rooms where they recorded themselves in a video which went viral and caused public debate. Of course, we want to thank the community in Kasana for being vigilant. When they saw a schoolgirl in uniform entering one of the rooms, they alerted the local leaders and police swung in. The victim was interviewed, examined, and handed over to the parents. And as investigations, of course, continue, we shall get the additional updates on that matter. We have 4 suspects.